Kevin, successful afternoon this afternoon, a 4-1 victory against Bishop Stortford this afternoon. I imagine you're broadly pleased with that, certainly in terms of the result, and there will be things in there that you're happy about. Also a little bit of a lull in that period as well, where the game was maybe a little more in the balance, but yeah, what's your view?
Yeah, I think exactly that. Really pleased to get the result like we have. I felt we could have done it a little bit more comfortably than we did. Moments there we've done really well, moments there we've done not so well, and you know, we need to really improve on those not so good moments if we're to, you know, stay consistent and sort of beat the sides in and around the top area of the league, which we can do. And you know, whether it's, you know, whether lads you know, subconsciously just, you know, maybe switch off at times or get a little bit loose at times. As we know, and you know, any team can come here and play, and the teams, opposition, are going to come here and have a period against you, and we've got to do better when they have those periods and not allow moments and goals to develop. You know, we need to start keeping clean sheets if we're to be successful. But as I say, you look at us from an offensive point of view, and certainly the start that we had, fantastic finish from Ellis. I think, you know, the first 10 or 15 minutes we probably nearly could have put the game to bed, and that's not being unkind to Bishop Stortford, but we need to do, when those good moments come along, you've got to stick them away. And then, like I say, credit to Stortford, that, you know, they keep going and find a moment themselves and draw level. And fortunately, we've been able to, you know, pick it up again. And Steno, terrific, good press from the lads, and you know, he's finished it really well from probably 18, 20 yards there, like he did. Puts us in the lead again, and it just felt, you know, we needed to move the game away from Bishop Stortford, and like that didn't really come early enough for me, if I'm honest. But yeah, you know, some terrific goals outside of that, some moments that where we've got to do better and be more diligent. You know, certainly some of the passing today was loose from players that you wouldn't expect it of, and that needs to improve. But look, it's great to have a win. Look forward to the week ahead and some obviously really tough games in the coming weeks.
Sure. That opening 10-15 minutes or so, I mean, the intensity was certainly there. I think it was you'd probably imagine that maybe the composure wasn't quite match the intensity.
Yeah, I think that's right. When you get in those big moments and those big situations, that's why goal scorers generally earn the big money, isn't it? You know, because they you know, they can, most of the times where they find themselves, you know, they punish you, and that's, you know, obviously what, you know, one or two of them obviously are working towards, but it you know, that needs to improve, and it just settles everybody down. And when you can, you give yourself that buffer of a couple of goals and maybe 3 or whatever, like, then, you know, then hopefully, you know, there's a different challenge then for you, and staying up to your work in that maybe that comfortable period. But we don't do that, I don't think, soon enough. We've had to, you know, perhaps we had to scrap and battle against Stortford, and you know, they've made life hard for us, and certain pieces of that you have to understand. And like I say, you know, they've got capable players, and they've had some good results this season, no doubt about it. So always trying to keep things in perspective and not go overboard one way or another. But it's certainly nice that we, you know, get obviously a victory at home, and look forward to, you know, like I say, the coming week and a really tough test next week.
Yeah, I mean, the application in the second half, I think, it did feel, you know, slightly in the balance for a little while, but to keep at it and then to finally make it safe, the third and the fourth goals, it probably, you know, looks maybe a little bit more comfortable than it was.
Yeah, I would say that. I say, you know, the scoreline would suggest that it was maybe, as you say, easier than certainly easier than I felt. I didn't think there was ever a time we could, you know, switch off. That, you know, they're still trying to carry the fight to us. And yeah, you know, again, it emphasises how important it is to take the moments when they come along. Keeping, like I say, you know, keeping your game nice and tight and linked up. And there's bits and pieces there where we know we need to do better, and players will expect better of themselves more than anything. So, yeah, it's always good though if you can get a victory and dissect it off the back of that, and like I say, hopefully improve come the next game.
We're happy with what you got from debutant Jordan Cranston. Ellis Brown as well, back into the side.
No, well, both started the game excellently, didn't they? I think Jordan, you know, on the front foot and threaded the ball into Ellis, and it's a fantastic finish. You know, and arguably Ellis had some probably easier moments than the one he finished. That you know, he could have gone on and had a hat trick, and that's, you know, that's where we need to raise his game, and he needs to understand in those situations how to be more ruthless. I think the second moment he had with, you know, he really should have squared to Ricky to really finish the game off. But yeah, it's nice to get through it, and those moments not having cost us. So yeah, look, you know, both Ellis and Jordan started really quickly, and delighted with you know, their games today. Their application today was good. Again, just understanding and recognising in certain moments, you know, what you should and shouldn't be doing, and that's certainly, you know, in Ellis's case, you know, what we need to help him with and hopefully improve it within his game.
It's a very tight division at the moment. There isn't that much between. I think we're sixth after today's game, and Kettering, I think, remain top. They're playing their FA Cup game at the moment. But I guess people will see these next two games against Stamford and Kettering as something of a yardstick, won't they?
Yeah, I guess so. You know, and hopefully, like I say, both clubs will know they're massive games, and obviously be, you know, really looking forward to it. And hopefully, you know, those games and those what they mean bring out the best in our players. I'm sure they, you know, the opposition will feel exactly the same. So yeah, it's nice to look forward to it. It's nice to be in and around the sharp end of it. I think we're capable of more. I'd like to think I can squeeze more out of this group, and you know, hopefully through the course of the week and coming months, that, you know, we are starting to gain an improvement and more of an understanding of one another as well.
Kevin, thanks very much for your time. Hope you have a less eventful journey home than the one you had here. But yeah, thank you for your time.
Thank you.